that they're going to do it this weekend. They're going to it's some people are calling it an upset, but like you said, and he's not the only one. I've seen a couple of other people today jumping on that train trying to be the one that says, "See, I picked it when nobody else did." But I think it all falls into what you need to do to take care of this game. Browns can do it. As we know, a few years ago, they went down to New Orleans and won. Those are different rosters, different coaches, different teams. But, I do think that the Browns are going to do it. I don't know why. I think that I've said all along they were going to head 1-2 into the bye week, and I think this is the one. And then, unfortunately, I don't think that they're able to beat Baltimore. I'm telling you, I think Baltimore is the class of the division. And trust me, I hate to say that because I cannot wait for the day when they don't. They are right now, that's for sure. So
yeah, so and it's going to be tough to pull off one of these games last week or this week. Like I said, I think it can happen. I just hope that you end up being right.
Well, we'll see, man. I mean, they're either going to win or they're going to lose. There's only two ways. Well, I guess there's a third way the thing could end. They could tie. You could win or lose or tie, But anyways, we'll see what was that, 31-21?
Losing 31-21, unfortunately.
Well, there we go, man. We'll see. And again, it's going to be up to the defense. Plain and simple. More than the running game, more than what Hoyer does, more than any of that, man. It's going to be how they control what New Orleans does offensively. If they can do it, then they can win this game. And I'm saying they will. But if they don't, I'm saying they won't. I mean, plain and simple. That's easy. Not that I needed to be very smart to predict that. But if they don't, they have 0.0% chance.
Exactly. I'd like to think that they're at least getting into the third, fourth quarter with a chance to win. I'm pretty certain that they're not going to get totally blown out. I have a good feeling about that.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, Jeff Gorman. All right, my man. Well, you and I will catch up on Tuesday. Indians, big weekend. Of course, you also write for Indians101.com. Big weekend for them here up in Detroit. How do you see that shaking out? You think they can go take 2 out of 3 here, or how do you see this weekend going?
I can definitely see them taking 2 out of 3. The Tigers have been in quite a battle with the Royals, and now the Indians are coming in with some momentum. And the way the Indians pitching has been performing, they keep you in the game every single time. They give you a chance. So I don't see the Indians going out there getting swept. I see them hopefully winning 1 and maybe even winning 2, and that would really be big. I think they can do it.
Jeff Gorman from Browns and Indians101.com, my man. Thank you so much for the scouting report. Looking ahead to the Saints. We'll see what happens. You and I will catch up back here next week.
Sounds great, man. You have a good weekend.
You too. My man, Jeff Gorman. You guys can tweet with them at Browns_101. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Ryan Ruiz from the Inscriber joins us. We got 3 dog bones to victory coming your way next. We talked about the Saints and how they win this game. How do the Browns win this game? Ryan Ruiz brings it to you next. Dog bones to victory coming up next here on the Sports Fix.
Found inside of you. Let this be the anthem when you tailgate in a muni lot. Keep trunks popped and vert and bump this till we drop. I'm in that brown, I'm in that orange. When I'm in Cleveland, I am in that brown.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
Throwing you the best sports commentary in town. The Sports Fix.
It's the Sports Fix. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Kirk Herbstreit from ESPN. Football has played a big part in my life, but football's also a lot more than just big plays, wins, losses, and championships. Football teaches young people about dedication, sacrifice, teamwork, and overcoming adversity. So let's respect the game and get out and support your local school. You'll be amazed of all the good things you see happening at Ohio schools.
This message brought to you by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the OHSAA Radio Network.
Sports Fix listeners, like us on Facebook today. Facebook.com/The Sports Fix. Football season is party season at Harry Buffalo North Olmsted. Everyone wins at Harry Buffalo. Every Saturday is Coors Light College Football Saturday with $6 pitchers, 4 bottles for $10, and the Buckeyes in full HD. Football season is most definitely party season, and your headquarters is Harry Buffalo North Olmsted all winter long. Harry Buffalo, join the herd.
You love Cleveland, and you already know how much we love Cleveland. You know who else loves Cleveland? GV Art and Design. Everyday fans, you and I wear our pride on our sleeves. Now, you can wear your pride on your chest. GV Art and Design has one of the hottest Cleveland sporting lines. Log on right now to gvartwork.com. Check out all of their fantastic designs.
And don't forget, use the sales code FIX10, FIX10, to save 10% on your total purchase.
Follow gvartwork.com on Facebook and rest assured, it's a statement.
Portions of the Sports Fix brought to you by Quick Lane at Valley Ford Truck, home of the low price tire guarantee. QuickLane.com/Valley Ford Truck.
Hey everybody, this is Doug Plagans, the voice of the Lake Erie Monsters, and you're listening to the Sports Fix.
Welcome back to the Sports Fix live on the Sports Fix Radio Network. J-Rock, Jerry Myers back with you guys. Listen, man, I'll give as good as I can get. I don't care if I make people mad or not, man. I get feisty when the show's rolling on, man, because I don't know, man. I feel like I'm the neutral voice of balance that has to come in and chime myself in certain ways, man. You know, and I just having some fun with my man Bruce in the chat room. But it's just funny how people have different perspectives depending on what they like and how they like to see it. You know, meanwhile, I just talk about it all and have some fun every day. I don't cry. I don't make excuses. Hey, man, there's another game next week. There's something else to talk about. I love Cleveland sports. I love sports. I love sports talk. I love and am blessed with the opportunity to sit here and do it each and every day. But that's the key. Each and every day. There's another day. There's another game. There's another sport. There's tomorrow, man. And no way I sit around here and let things drive me crazy like that. You can get frustrated. You can be passionate, man. But I don't know, man. My side of the fence is pretty entertaining to live on. You guys, come on over and join me, man. It's a lot more peaceful over here than just being hateful and spiteful all the time, man. Like, it just, I don't know. People get too crazy, man. There's nothing wrong with being crazy with your fanhood. Let me make sure I'm qualifying what I'm saying. You could be passionate. You could be like Putty. You could be a face painter, man. You could live and die. You could hey, man, I've seen people tattoo Brownie the Elf and Chief Wahoo and all of that stuff. That's awesome. That's incredibly crazy levels of loyalty, and more hats off to you. But what I'm talking about is it just, sometimes it defiles down and it gets I don't know, man. It gets too ugly, man. And it's like, hey, man, you know, there's a whole lot worse things going on right now, you know? Just saying. That's all, man. Perspective, baby. Perspective. Plus, some people can't get off of the fact that the Browns, I'm telling you, it's a process to the top, but it's definitely a journey. But I love it. I love it, and I love you guys, and I love being able to do this. So that's all. Just having some fun coming back from the break here with a couple of guys. J-Rock back with you, getting ready to go to the phone lines with my man Ryan Ruiz, and his job each and every week, he writes for the Inscriber, and every Friday he joins us here on the Sports Fix to look at the Browns and look at what they have to do to win. We call it the 3 dog bones to victory. If the Browns do this, then they can take care of business and win this weekend. 1-15 in home, or 1-14, I believe, in home openers since they've come back here looking. Man, I hope I didn't just preview the future with that Freudian slip right there. But anyways, that's what the history that they're facing. Like me and JK said earlier, we can say and hope and look ahead and preview and all of that. Nobody's buying it until the Browns are the ones selling it. They've got to go out there and change that narrative. Can they do it? I think so. I got a funny feeling my man Ryan Ruiz thinks so. Now, I'm not going to say that there's truth to the rumor that he hasn't picked the Browns to lose since 1937. I'm not saying that. I'm going to let him talk about it when we come back. It's his job, baby. I have some fun with it. Ryan Ruiz from the Inscriber with us here. Dog bone time. Ryan, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, J-Rock? How we doing?
What's up, my man? Was I right on that? What was it, 36, 37 the last time you picked the Browns to lose a game here? I'm messing with you, man. Messing
hey,
with
J-Rock,
you, my man.
You give me a job and I do it. So.
Hey, man, I'm with it, man. Hey, look, no, you are outside of what we do. You do exactly what I ask you to do here on the show. But hey, man, you are who you are. Outside of this, man, you are an incredibly cockeyed optimist, which there's nothing wrong with that. You look at every single game. Hey, I do the same thing, too. When you put your fan hat on, you look at every game and say, hey, man, we can win this game. Look, there's nothing wrong with that because otherwise, joking on what Bruce said in the chat room, but you end up with Indians fans that give up on the season in June, you know? So I'm just saying, I'm still hearing from those guys, and Bruce isn't one of them, but I do still hear from those guys that go, man, you still talking about those Indians? I quit talking about them back in May. I go, well, then you've had a boring summer, man. I don't know what else to tell you, bro. Yeah, I'm still talking about them Indians, but you do, man, and that's what I like about you, man. You don't let them beat you down. It took what? 15, 14, 15, 16 deep last season before they finally broke Ryan Ruiz. I remember the week that he said, I'm done with these guys, man. And he was toast. But it took him almost all season to break you, man. That's some strong resolve, baby.
No, it did. And I just, I want to see them play with heart and passion and the same energy that these fans put into it every week.
Yep.
And that's why I broke last year because, again, I remember when I was sitting with you at the Pittsburgh game at the Harry Buffalo. I mean, that game really upset me. It just upset me on how they just laid over and died, and it's unacceptable. And it's one of my favorite words. I don't believe in losing. I'm very confident, very knowledgeable, and it's unacceptable. So. What I saw last week out of the Browns was, I mean, at first it was just like everybody else was thinking, oh, here we go again. And then in the second half, I saw something that I haven't seen in the last 14 years. So, definitely some positive, like you've talked about during the show today. You know what?
That's the thing. Let's take all the joking aside and everybody drawing lines in the sand and that, but it was. Yeah, and I see you, Vishan. I give you about there are circumstances in the second half, but just plain and simple, the Browns don't show no hearts. And even in the games that they win half the time, man. I mean, especially, and it's different first week of the season. I want to see the Browns show me some heart in week 14. I want to see the Browns show me some heart down the stretch because the last few years, they've come out, they win a few, they start around 500, win a couple, lose a couple, whatever. Then the train falls off the tracks and you lose 8 straight to end the season. And just like last year, I mean, in the middle of the season, people are, hey, man, the Browns are right there in the hunt. They're in the wild card chase, and you lose the rest of the games, and then that quickly becomes a joke, So show me some heart at the end of the season. That's one of the biggest things. And here's the truth about this. I mess with Bruce because he's such a diehard Indians guy and an anti-Browns because he's anti today's Browns. And what so many younger people don't get, and I don't even know, you, Ryan, how far back you remember back, but the older fans, older than me, the ones that raised me, and you look through, there's a difference. I don't care. I don't care about 2007. I don't care about a 1-10-win season. I don't care about Butch Davis getting a team to the playoffs one time. There has not been Cleveland Browns football since the Cleveland Browns moved to Baltimore, and any Browns fan for more than the last 15 years knows that. And that truly, at the end of the day, is what drives a lot of that. It's not the hatred towards the Browns themselves. It's the hatred towards what the NFL kind of transitioned the Browns into. And then the fact that they've just buried themselves in their own stupidity for the last 15 years and not gotten, I mean, they're in a turnaround league, they're the only ones that can't turn it around, So that's why so many fans get frustrated.
No, that's so true. And I'm the type of Browns fan. I'm 33 years old, and my father was friends with a lot of the Browns players back in the 70s and the 80s. Charlie Hall was a linebacker for the Browns. He wore number 59. He was one of the first people to hold me as a baby. My dad raised me a Browns fan, so I consider myself an old school fan. If I could have grown up and picked what year I was born, it would have been in the 50s or grew up in the 50s and the 60s when the Browns were something to be proud of. And